Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the screen is visible, right? Okay,
Yes,
cool.
sir.
So we'll continue again. So what I was talking about is there are two types of reflection. In 11th and 12th, we have already studied that one sort of reflection where uh, and in where if a ray of light is incident to a plane, then it will get reflected back with the same angle, right? This is what we had already studied and we call it as specular reflection. Okay, in thermal radiation we have another type of reflection which is called as diffusive reflection. Okay, so here in diffusive reflection the reflected light can go back at any angle, any particular angle. So this is the incident light coming, incident ray that has been coming in. So this I will be typically from the G, and R can be in any particular direction. I mean it will be diffusive in nature. Alright, this is just for your knowledge, knowledge thing. You can uh, always go back and see the reasons behind it, that why we see R in such a varied spectral fashion kind of thing. Alright, so the idea is that there are two types of diffusion, and black body is particularly an example of diffusive reflection. It's a diffusive source. So I hope this particular thing is addressed. Alright, now we move to the next topic of our discussion. Till now, in radiative heat exchanges between surfaces, we saw that various factors are responsible for heat exchange, and those factors were temperature of individual surface. So instead of comma, they were the emissivities of the surfaces. Emissivity is the ratio of the emission of the surface divided by the ratio for that divided by the emission of black body at that particular temperature. And there is one more factor that we now need to discuss, which is called as the view factor, or this is also called as your shape factor. Alright, so what is view factor or shape factor? So we'll be discussing this. Before I start what is view factor, does anyone have any other questions or queries in the content that we discussed so far? All right, let's proceed with the view factor. So as I said, till now we see that the temperature of the surface, emissivity, and all those things affect the radiation exchange between surfaces. And view factor is another thing that actually is an important factor regarding the amount of radiation that can be exchanged between the surfaces. So this view factor is particularly defined as the fraction of radiation leaving surface leaving the surface 1, that is intercepted by surface 2 or 3 or whichever it is. Alright, so now let me give an example of it. we all know that we see different phases of moon, and they typically start from Amavasya to Purnima, and then again back from Purnima to Amavasya. So we say it to be no moon to full moon back to no moon. And the different phases of moon that we see are typically the view factors of it. See, देखो, अर्थ वही है, हम भी उसी पोजीशन पे खड़े हैं, एंड द मून सरफेस इज ऑल्सो द सेम, जस्ट दैट their relative positions are getting changed. All right, we are now experiencing a different amount of radiation that is leaving the surface one. Chand pe sun's light is emitted, so that is the irradiation over the surface of the moon, and then it is reflected back, and on the earth what we are seeing is the reflection of the irradiation over the moon's surface. And just because the same surface is now moving with theta in space with respect to earth, we are now seeing different view factors. तो कभी हमें एक कोर दिखता है, कभी हमें फुल मून दिखता है, कभी हमें नो मून होता है, waxing, waning, increasing and decreasing of things, and so on so forth. तो this is a very live example of the view factor कि the surface is the same but the amount of radiation that is coming out, हम उसका एक पार्ट ही देख पा रहे हैं, जितना देख पा रहे हैं हम उसको विजुअली यस इतना ही मून है आज कहते हैं, जबकि मून उस दिन कुछ इस तरह से नहीं होता है, या नो मून के डे पे मून बिल्कुल ही नहीं होता है. नो मून इज लाइक दिस, दिस इज से सम क्रिसेंट, एंड ऑन फुल मून यू आर सीइंग दिस पर्टिकुलर नाइस राउंड स्ट्रक्चर. तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि मून का सरफेस चेंज हो रहा है. ऑलराइट, हम बस इतना ही फ्रैक्शन देख पा रहे हैं. इज द एग्जाम्पल क्लियर गाइस? Yes, Sai, Chetan, Devang and others, are you getting what I am trying to explain? कि वो तो पूरा दे रहा है, but just because of that particular arrangement, we are not able to kind of see it. Okay, everyone's saying yes. All right. Another example that I can tell you is, if you in childhood, if you would have seen some sort of comics or comic serials, superhero serials, they used to send some electromagnetic radiations on the opponent, right, on the villain, and then the villain used to hide somewhere, or he used to change his position in such a way that his view factor becomes zero. There is no and all the irradiation that is coming from the hands of the hero, or from the instrument of the hero, is now not getting intercepted by him, right? So that can also be a case, and the hero's objective was to increase the view factor as much as possible, right? So these are the real examples of view factor. And now what we have to do is, we need to understand and appreciate this particular concept of view factor mathematically, and there are many questions based on it that are asked in GATE exam, so we should be able to solve it by knowing this particular concept. Alright, so coming back to the definition. So view factor is typically defined as the fraction of the radiation that is leaving the surface 1, or I can say area 1, that is intercepted by area 2, जो area 2 के ऊपर आ रहा है. area 2 के ऊपर उसने छोड़ा था, लेकिन area 2 पे ऊपर पूरा का पूरा आया नहीं. So in notations it is expressed like this: F12. F is for the view factor, 12 is the notation. So 12 notation means it is fraction of energy leaving 1 which is reaching 2. So and I will write it as reaching 2. So in general, Fij will be fraction of energy leaving I and reaching J. Is this particular definition and nomenclature of view factor clear to you? Simple raise of hands if it's clear. किसी को नहीं हो तो ओके, ग्रेट ग्रेट ग्रेट। All right. Now let's take a simple example and learn about few of the rules or laws regarding the view factor. Okay. Or we can also say them as the relations of the view factor. All right. So I have two surfaces. मेरे पास दो plates है यहाँ पे. ऑलराइट, जो एक दूसरे के ऊपर रेडिएशन दे रहे, सो सम सॉर्ट ऑफ एनर्जी, सम अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी, ओके, सम अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी इज लिविंग दिस, सम अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी इज लिविंग दिस, एंड ये सिस्टम को मैंने इस तरह से इनक्लोज किया है कि जितनी भी रेडिएशन आ रही है वो सिर्फ एब्जॉर्ब होगी. सो यू कैन कॉल देम एज ब्लैक बॉडीज. they are like black bodies, both of them are like black body surfaces. So whatever radiation is incident on them, it will be absorbed. So all G is getting to G absorbed. All right, and so now since it has absorbed some energy, its temperature will increase, so it will emit it out, right? So let EB1 be the emissions from this, EB2 be the emissions from this. All right, and A1 is the area of this plate, A2 is the area of this plate. So all EB1, all the emissive powers are expressed as energy per living per unit time per unit area. So I have to multiply it by area, and what I will get is the amount of energy leaving. Now of this energy leaving surface 1, of this particular energy EB1, that is leaving surface 1, the amount of energy that reaches surface 2 will be EB1 A1 F1 2, right? So this is amount of E leaving 1 and reaching 2. Similarly, EB2 A2 F21 will be the amount of E which is going to leave 2 and reach 1. All right, and now what I can say, if I consider a particular surface, say this particular surface 1, right, the net change, if I say surface 1, the net change in the energy of this particular surface Q1 to 2, or the net transfer, I can say the net transfer of E from 1 to 2 will be Q12, and this will be given by the amount that it is receiving minus the amount that it is going the amount that it is giving away. So, or I can write the amount that it is giving away minus the amount that it is receiving. So in any fashion you can express it. So you can express it as amount that it is getting EB2 A2 F21 minus the amount that it is giving away AB1 A1 F12, and at the conditions of thermal equilibrium, at thermal equilibrium, the net change of energy of that particular surface, the net change in energy of that surface will have to be 0. I hope everyone agrees on this particular point, that Q12 has to be 0, and this will imply that EB2 A2 F21 has to be equal to EB1 A1 F12. एक और चीज़ आप लोग मुझे बताओ. ऑलराइट, this is a question to you guys. Now I have mentioned at thermal equilibrium. So will the temperature be constant at thermal equilibrium? Yes or no? If yes, please raise your hands. जिनको लगता है कि थर्मल इक्विलिब्रियम पे टेम्परेचर कांस्टेंट होगा, प्लीज रेज योर हैंड्स. So by meaning temperature is constant, I am talking about temperatures of the surface 1 and 2 have to be same. Yeah, Saikiran says yes. Pooja is saying yes. Any more? जिनको नहीं लग रहा है, they can please unmute themselves and say why they feel that the temperature will not be constant, right? All right, yeah, everyone saying yes. You are all correct. You are all correct. Temperature has to be constant. Now, what does the emission from black body depends on? It only depends on the temperature, right or wrong? If yes, please raise your hands. Or if anyone is feeling that no, EB can also depend on other things, black body है तो वो किसके ऊपर, सिर्फ इसके ऊपर ही डिपेंड करे? All right, I'm getting some good answers. Okay, great. So it has to depend on the temperature. So essentially at equilibrium, not only Q12 will be 0, but EB1 has to be equal to EB2, and hence I can cancel these terms out, and what I get is this nice relation: A1 F12 is equal to A2 F21, and this particular relation over here that I have is a result that is quite used a lot in your in framing the gate questions, and this particular result is called as the reciprocating relation between the view factors. Reciprocating relation. All right, so you can think of it like this particular meme that was surfacing a lot in the recent past. This is Spider-Man. I hope you guys must have seen him somewhere or the other. So it's just like a Spider-Man showing finger to the other. So what first Spider-Man sees in the second Spider-Man, the second Spider-Man can see the same in the first Spider-Man, right? So it's something like that. This particular reciprocating relation is something like that, and it is very much sacrosanct also, that you can understand कि जितना पार्ट मैं फर्स्ट का देख सकता हूँ, उतना ही व्यू फैक्टर सेकंड को फर्स्ट का दिखेगा, फर्स्ट को जितना सेकंड का दिखेगा उतने सेकंड को फर्स्ट का दिखेगा. So he's saying I can see this much, he's also saying I can see this much, something like that. I hope this is clear. So is the view factor and the reciprocating relation between the view factor clear, guys? Raise of hands. If any doubts, please ask it out right now. Yes, Devang, Praneeth, any Pahuni, I hope. Okay, all okay, 100%. Very good. Now, okay, just highlight it for the sake. This is the reciprocating relationship that we had just discussed. Now, I have some real systems, and what I'm designing is a real system. It's an enclosure again, okay, and it is having multiple surfaces. So I'm just trying to make a system. Maybe it may look like a hexagon to you, but it has n number of surfaces. You can consider it to be having n number of surfaces, and since it's an enclosure and that to an insulated one, let me kind of insulate it with this time a green color. Alright, so it's all well insulated, so there is no loss of energy, and I just made some sort of radiation come into it, so it can have different temperatures. It has not reached any equilibrium and all, so or we can consider them to be in equilibrium. Alright, so now the basic question that I wanted to discuss over here is what will be. So now I have multiple surfaces with me, so I am particularly considering this particular surface. Okay, so let's say I am considering this particular surface. I can name it as 1, or you can take it as I in general, or anything. Alright, this surface will now take some energy from this, will now get some energy from this, will now get some energies from this, will now get some energies from this, right? And then it will also be giving out energies to the various surfaces, right? आई होप एवरीथिंग इज क्लियर टू दिस पॉइंट. ये सारे सरफेस से एनर्जी लेगा और ये भी कुछ एनर्जी एमिट करते रहेगा, राइट? सो what will be the view fact sum. So let's say this is particular surface 1, then we have 2 3 4 5 6, so I have 6 surfaces with me, right? So can I have a imposing relation like okay, now why this particular relationship can be formed is because what I can say is these areas 2 3 4 5 6, I can club all these areas and say this is one single area, and it is having some view factor, which view factor will also now get added. And since it's an enclosed system, the energy that has been radiated by this surface has to reach, I mean 100% of that energy will reach some or the other surface. It can also reach its own surface. I will be talking about that in some time, right? So देखो ये enclosure में है, कोई radiation बाहर जा नहीं सकता है. One is emitting the radiations, right? So some fraction may go to this, some fraction will 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 go to this, and some fraction of that radiation can itself reach this surface. How it reaches I will come to that in a bit, but what I can surely say is 100% of the radiation that is being given out, 100% of the radiation is getting absorbed by some or the other surface over here, and hence the sum of all the view factors associated with the surface 1, including its self view factor, has to be equal to 1. Okay, can you guys appreciate this, or still there is some sort of doubt in it? Okay, who is saying yes? Okay, you guys are getting it. Okay, okay, you got it, great. Alright, now I will try to take some examples. I will try to take an example and show you how what is a self view factor, and how it can be non-zero in some cases. Before that, I would like to pose one question in front of you. Let's say we have first we'll start with two surfaces. We have two surfaces, right? So how many view factors will I require? Yes, anyone? How many FIJs will be required? Can anyone tell me about it? You can unmute yourself and tell the answer. How many FIJs will be there? I mean, just a case of two surfaces. I just have two surfaces. How many view factors will be there? Okay, I will try to make the case simple. Okay, let's say I have two concentric spheres, okay, or two concentric ellipsoids for this case. right? Two concentric ellipsoids. Okay, and this is say area 1, so this is say area 2, and this is say area 1. All right, and consider them to be spheres, or whatever you want. Now let me know how many view factors can be there. Now this is an enclosure. Now I kind of insulate this from outside, or yeah, that sounds good. Yes, anyone can anyone say how many view factors are required, or how many view factors will come into picture in this particular case?
Four.
Yes, 4. How can you just let me know how 4 view factors?
Sir, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, and 2, 2.
Yeah, yep. So we'll have 4 view factors. Correct. So what I can have, I guess my in just a moment.